Sensational rainy Saturday, everyone. It's Memorial Day weekend. And of course, we're not taking a break from all of this rain. This is Farley Almander from the D Word with my fabulous, fierce, co-host Carolina Denhard. And today we're going to talk about something really very, very important. And it's about health and wellness and the latest breakthroughs because we have a special guest who's really a genius when it comes to pharmaceuticals and health and wellness because he has over 26 years of experience in pharmaceutical with Pfizer and also has been a co-founder of Pure Lift and as well as the Holistic Wellness. By the way, holistic is spelled with a K at the end, right? Anyway, Carolina, why don't you tell us how you got to meet with Erik?
Absolutely. So good morning, everybody, on this rainy Saturday. Eric's in a car, probably in a much warmer place. He looks like he's in sunshine. I'm sitting in the middle of a monsoon. But, as all of you know, Divorce Dynasty is a platform that brings together vetted professionals across all sectors to help people deal when life throws a curveball, right? And while we get you through those hard times, whether a divorce, death of a spouse, or disability of a child, or whatever other issue you may come up with, we then focus on regrowth and building. And one of the hottest topics in New Jersey right now is what's happening in the cannabis space. Many people had a lot of opinions about it. Many people, especially parents, were worried about what this would mean for their children. But there's another side to this conversation, and it's twofold. One is the health and wellness aspect of what cannabis can do for an achy back, an achy ankle, or something in a mental health world. And number two, the business aspect. This is the fastest growing business industry in New Jersey at the moment. And Erik did a phenomenal presentation coming from the equity world, coming from the West Coast where this is booming already, just a little bit over a week ago in Red Bank, where we teamed up with celebrity attorney Doug Anton, who sits on the platform, and we talked about how you can make millions in the cannabis industry. We had an insurance person from California tell us how you insure your new business, and Erik was our show and tell in the space of actually making it work. So Erik, after I don't know how many years at Pfizer and in a world of pharma, maybe we start with, why are you now, in my mind, becoming Mr. Cannabis?
Well, I appreciate, first of all, welcome everyone on the Facebook Live, and I've been thrilled to be associated with Carolina. There's very few people in my world that has more energy than I do, and Carolina certainly is one. So, again, thanks for having us, guys. I feel really blessed today to be bringing you guys really health and wellness at the forefront, and a lot of people are hearing about CBD and or cannabis and or THC, which is becoming rec legal in a lot of states around the country. And I was at Pfizer for 20 years running the sales and marketing teams that are helping people on the pharmaceutical side feel better. And then I came up with this crazy idea of putting functional benefits in a stir stick. So if you can imagine, I was literally sitting in a bar watching people consume Red Bull and vodka, trying to get energy, right? And to me, Red Bull tastes pretty bad, and it's filled with a lot of crappy ingredients. No offense, Red Bull. But then I said, is there a better way to stir in energy? And that's when I came up with the concept of stirring in functional benefits. And that's when I raised some money by myself while I was at Pfizer, and then launched a business in an entrepreneurial way and developed the stir stick. So we have 2 patents on this cool delivery system that really took the caffeine space by storm, where we got into close to 2,000 colleges offering a healthier way to energize. And that is still available on Amazon as well as our site at purelift.com. And that's with a Y, purelift.com. But again, enough about that. When we then moved into the cannabis space, which has been incredibly hot, right? Because I heard about, obviously cannabis when we were younger, people smoking weed and everything else. And there was a negative connotation to it, but there's a lot of healthy benefits to this plant. And that's when you started hearing about CBD, which is a non-psychoactive ingredient part of the plant, which is now nationwide, right? So it's in grocery stores, it's in convenience stores. You see CBD, and a lot of people were wondering, what the heck is it? What does it do for you? So what we did about 2 years ago, we came up with a really cool blend of indoor grown hemp, which is CBD, non-THC, and we put it in a powdered form and add one or two other ingredients to target different parts of your life, right? So I've had problems sleeping. I think everyone probably has had problems sleeping or getting to sleep. So we added a little melatonin and chamomile, which helps activate the CBD in the stick. And we just won the best CBD ingredient for sleep or product for sleep just this last year in Men's Health, which is pretty cool. So like you just literally pop the bottom off, stir it into a little hot water or cold water before you hit the hay. And in 10 to 15 minutes, you feel this relaxation come about. And we call it the cannabis calm, which is kind of a cool term. And who doesn't need a little better night's sleep? And our other really high profile product right now is stress. God knows, coming off this pandemic, who doesn't have stress? I used to have a glass of wine or a cocktail to relieve it. That's usually not too healthy either. So what we did is come up with the same thing, just indoor grown CBD mixed with lemon balm. And like that combination almost tastes like lemon tea, but it takes that edge off in 5 to 10 minutes. So that's
Erik, Erik, have you seen a tremendous boost in people reaching out for your product during COVID, where there was so much isolation, depression, loss of job, relationships falling apart? Certainly, I've seen a boom in the divorce industry. What have you seen?
100%. I mean, our online platform and our in-store turn for holistic wellness has been off the charts. We are the number one selling product at Wegmans for a long period of time during the pandemic. And I think there's people looking for healthier ways to control these really tough situations, right? Whether it be stress related, sleep related, pain related. You know, we have a pain stick that has turmeric and ginger. People are looking for alternative ways besides pharmaceuticals, which I was at, a healthier way, a natural way to really attack those conditions. And that's, you know, we've been thrilled with what we've been able to deliver for communities alike that are looking for a healthier way to live. And then we moved during the pandemic into THC, and we don't necessarily produce the THC because you need a license. And Carolina was nice enough to invite me to the last Divorce Dynasty, like incredible dinner that we had there, where we had a lot of people looking to invest into this space, which has now become rec legal in New Jersey. And we have a brand, so we bring in packaging and brand and a cool delivery system into the world of THC. And that's been absolutely red hot. People are trying, whether you are surviving of cancer, where a lot of people are turning to THC for pain relief and everything else. No one wants to smoke anymore. Surprise, surprise, right? No one needs to smoke. It's obviously terrible for you. Whether it be vaping, came up with a lot of problems, obviously, with kids vaping, and then also just regular flower. People want different ways to consume cannabis. And again, we did the same thing. We put THC in a rec legal state in California with a little caffeine, so it's a social high. So instead of vaping or sharing vape situation or having a gummy bear, we now have a fast-acting way to enjoy cannabis in California. So we just launched 2 months ago. The response has been off the charts good, just because people feel like this is a new socially responsible way to consume.
Furley, you're in the insurance world, and you do a lot of work on all sorts of benefits for people. How will this impact policies where people are going to be disclosing that they're enjoying this type of recreational high, as Erik calls it? Is it going to have any impact?
Well, you know what? That would be an underwriting question. So I don't want to mislead, but you know, for as long as I know that if it's going to be used medically, I know it is going to be approved. And you know, for us, and also I remember them asking a question about how frequent, like if it looks like going to be like addicting in the marijuana way. I know that a lot of people have not been approved, but you know, as I would say, like I would not want to stir any wrong information in here, but I would certainly look into that as to how it would impact, because I see a positive attribute to this. Because when you say that instead of people getting all medicated, you know, to just be able to get that extra boost of energy, or also getting, you know, turning into opioids to be able to get some sleep and relief from stress. I love the fact that you're doing things holistically and also naturally. And that is I love what you do, especially also for the college kids who actually need to go on high and be alert and mentally alert all the time, because oftentimes they're the ones who turn into Red Bull, just like what you said.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that you are offering a much healthier alternative. And I heard you say, even like people, the fact that turmeric, like they're saying it has like anti-cancer agents, that is like the number one that I've been hearing as far as fighting cancer. So I love the fact that your ingredients are all very, very natural. Now, I would like to know, Eric, I hear a lot of the CBD. There's a lot of MLMs out there. How is yours different from any other product? Because people are getting very confused. Like, why should I, take a crack at, so to speak, at sampling your products and see how I feel in it, as opposed to the others?
Yeah, that's a great question, Furley. And we have two unique differentiations as our CBD, we believe, is premium, right? One of which is actually, ironically, my brother, who I'm going to meet here in a little bit. He owns a 12-acre indoor grow facility where he grows the hemp in coco coir, which is like a non-soil. It's like a ground coconut. And there's no pesticides, no artificial ingredients in the grow process. So it's beyond, we call it beyond organic, the way it's grown. Because a lot of hemp is grown out in the fields in Colorado and some of these other places where there could pick up metals, because hemp is like a sponge, they call it, and it does pick up all kinds of different ingredients that are in the soil. So that's one thing. We have a super clean, we call it seed to sale. And then what we do is we take this plant, we take the oil, and then we convert it into a water-soluble powder. And this powder hits you quicker. And a lot of the CBD products are out there that are not fully tested. We go through this really rigorous testing, and that you get 10 milligrams every time you take one of the sticks and you pop and pour it into a beverage. That predictability, where there's, when you go to gas stations and some of these other locations, the predictability of the result of trying it is not really there. So we feel like once you try one stick, you feel it. And when you feel it, then you're going to want more, right? And we do it for targeting those ailments. And then when you have a good night's sleep, you're like, oh my God, I need 30 of these. So I could take one.
For the energy one. So one stick, right?
Yeah.
How long does it last? And, and how much is the cost per dose?
Yep. So the energy stir sticks, the Pure Lift, we use green coffee bean, and it hits you in about 5 to 10 minutes, and it lasts about 2 to 3 hours. So I always equate it to, like, we all love, I don't know if you guys love coffee, but I have a cup of coffee every morning. Love my coffee in the morning, but in the afternoon, I'm not really interested in taking down a cup of coffee. That's when I use a Pure Lift. I just pop it into whatever beverage, a lot of tons of water. If it's a happy hour, you can mix it into a cocktail. It does have tons of flexibility with that energy relief that you're looking for, and all natural ingredients.
One of the things that I'm seeing trending, Eric, in my practice is that obviously people are living longer, and that's a great thing, right? You have a lot more time to make mistakes in life and then start all over again. And we have a phenomenon right now during COVID that really came to the surface, which is called great divorces. People are saying, you know what? I've been there. I've done it. I put in my 30 years. I am out. I feel young. I feel great. I'm leaving. But with age comes certain aches and pains and so on and so forth, right? So I believe you mentioned to me that you're going to be working with different doctors, different pain management centers,
Yep.
where people are going in to feel younger, feel rejuvenated, get some relief from their pains and aches, and your product will be a complement to that treatment. Is that true?
100%. 100%. We've already teamed up with 2 doctors, one pain management doctor that's on our board, as well as an internist. And then Carolina has a great connection to a sleep specialist that we're going to be connecting up with later this weekend, because we think that complement of physician and natural ingredients, again, striving for different options from physicians' views. Like our doctor, Mayer, who's an incredible internist, he hands out these sticks to some of their clients that traditionally maybe took an Ambien or something that was really prescribed, and they want to get off the prescriptions. So like, this is a great option. We think teaming up with the medical community that I had a great relationship with when I was at Pfizer really makes a ton of sense. And it gives validation to consumers alike that are looking for options, but they want to make sure that it's the right option.
Then you also
Absolutely.
mentioned about like building better health and wealth. Can
Yeah.
you address that wealth part just a little bit?
Yeah, we and Carolina was great in bringing us to is investment kind of seminar, and we are having a money raise right now. We are doing a convertible debt round. We believe that there's a ton of money to be made in this space. Everyone has seen a lot of states, because they were medical states of cannabis, and this is talking THC, they're now moved over to recreational because of the two things, one of which the pandemic took a lot of money out of the states. Everyone knows their states are pretty much upside down financially. So there is a way to tax these controlled way to get cannabis that'll really help states get back on their feet. And we believe that from an investment standpoint, you can invest in a brand similar to MyHigh or Holistic Wellness, that we have a unique delivery system that we could have a great rate of return. And we're looking at hopefully closing potential exit here in 24 months.
So, Erik, if somebody wants to take the plunge but doesn't want to do it on their own, they don't have the capital for a license, or they just don't have the wherewithal to do it, is there an opportunity for them to get involved with your product as you expand into New Jersey as an investor?
That's absolutely, because we're not, we are individually owned, and we are not looking to get into licenses, which becomes very political and very challenging. But we do think we are raising money in increments. And please, by all means, people could reach out to me if they're interested. We could send all the docs, and then we're bringing in tranches of $100,000 to sometimes 50. But it's another way to get involved in a controlled way, and we've had a ton of local investors here in New Jersey that have gotten involved.
A lot of people post-divorce say, I need to do something new, right? I'm either changing careers, I'm changing where I live, I'm changing everything. My kids are going off to college, and hopefully there's some money that you walk away with, and you're now ready to start fresh. So while our clients have invested in franchises and starting businesses and clothing lines, both here and globally, this sounds like a tremendous business opportunity, notwithstanding how you feel about it, right? People have a lot of opinions about these products and what this will mean for our communities. But at the end of the day, if it's here, it's a good way for somebody to grow their portfolio.
100%. It's
Oh,
we call it alternative investment. Yes, go ahead, for.
no, I just like I'm sure people are eagerly waiting with their pen, wanting to write. Oh, they're going to. Okay, I'd like to try these sticks. Okay, the pure
Yeah.
lip and everything else. So where would they be able to order your product from?
Yeah. So and they could reach out to me directly at Erik at holisticwellness.com. It's holistic with a K, wellness.com.
And Erik with a K.
And Erik with a K, exactly. And then both of them are websites that are easy to access. Pure Lift, again, purelyft.com. They could order it directly on there and be a subscriber where you could get it monthly. And then we're also available on Amazon for Pure Lift. And then holisticwellness.com is the other place where you could buy month supplies of our holistic CBD sticks. And then in California, MyHigh, which is our THC brand, is available at several dispensaries already and at home delivery.
Wow.
So what we'll do is we'll put all those links in the chat here, Erik,
Perfect.
and then we could all share, on our social media websites. I am certain that there's going to be a lot of people that at least want to figure out what this is. There's so much chatter about this, right? In New York now, they're saying that there's going to be an ability to have these types of products in restaurants, right?
Yep.
And I'm sure in New Jersey, the restaurants are also buzzing. There's also talk of having cannabis infused dishes on certain menus. So this is really, I think 12 months from now, we're going to be having a whole different conversation about where this is going to go. And it's so great that you came on really for us at the beginning stages and for our viewership to get excited about this. I mean, Furley, this is just fantastic.
I know, right? Like I said, like I could just imagine people pouring this stick on their drink for Memorial Day or whatever, or
Right.
even after a day's work and you just want to be able to actually relax, put it on your drink, and you know that you're not putting anything that's harmful to your body because it's all natural. So it's
That's right.
pure and also holistic wellness. Remember, holistic is with a K, right? Any last words? I know you're on the road. We want to keep you safe in Carolina as well. So any last words before we go?
I just want to say thank you to you and your audience. I mean, I think again, we're trying to get the word out, and as far as investment, again, we'll send out my email. By all means, just give me an email. Would love to talk to you more in detail about it. But thank you guys for the opportunity. Good luck. Have a great Memorial Day weekend, and stay dry.
Absolutely.
Safely.
Absolutely. And I just want to close with saying that, just remember that Divorce Dynasty, each month, each week, each year, we grow, we expand, we try to bring you not only the most current information, but the most amazing opportunities to make you and your family safer and to give you a well-rounded life. So while we started out talking about divorce, today we're talking about the next chapter and investing in your future. So Erik, thank you for agreeing to be on the show and for seeing the bigger vision of what my vision is.
I love it.
That's awesome. So guys, before you pop in a pill, reach out for the stick. Well,
Love it.
I just made that up just now.
You got skills, really.
Yeah, I
Love
know.
it. Love it.
Well,
Happy
anyway,
weekend, everybody.
well, so we can be the testimonials. That's
Yeah.
like how I feel about this, blah blah blah. So anyway, drive safely, Carolina. It was so awesome that you were able to bring Erik Do you say it Elfstrum?
Elfstrum.
Elfstrum. Okay, thank you, Erik Elfstrum, for bringing such genius to wellness and for continuing to give us all different healthier options to make our health be our wealth. Until then, this is the D Word. This is Farley Almonte with Carolina Denard and Erik. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend and stay dry. Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.